Hi everyone. So this video I didn't really talk much because I really wanted to focus on myself, but I did think that I really would like to look back on this video and just see the whole autumn vibe and remember what I did that vacation, I guess. I don't know. But the first day, obviously, when we came there, we came in the afternoon and we didn't really do much that day except just some grocery shopping, obviously. These are the books that I brought with me. I brought Catabases, whatever. The Emerglow candy store, and I have my Kobo with me as always. I was actually trying to read A Court of Thorns and Roses again, but I don't think I picked that up. No, I didn't pick that up at all. But it was nice to have that with me. And this is my little room for the next week. It was a really tiny room. It was just a tiny house, but it was cute. It was just really nice to just walk around. Kind of felt like you were walking in the forest, even though it was a camping, but it was really beautiful. I really enjoyed it. And we also saw some adorable squirrels. It is so freaking cute. I could literally look at those squirrels all day long. Amazing. We did make one walk in forest to look at the waterfalls that were nearby. Waterfalls were a bit meh. It wasn't the greatest, but we did have a nice little walk. We also went out for dinner a few times, but it wasn't really a success. The dinners looked great, to be honest. Like, everything looked delicious, but it wasn't really to our taste. Everything felt a little bit cold, but what matters is that we did have fun there. So we also went to this sand thing. Everything there was made with sand. It was crazy. It looked so insane. And they had people made like Vincent van Gogh. Like, everything was centered around Amsterdam, because Amsterdam's like 750 years old this year or something. So you saw the king and the queen, you saw Amsterdam back in the day, which was really cool. But it stays insane that everything was made of sand. Like, so that was really cool. We saw the old church. Obviously some other very important things that happened, like the pest, which was an illness because of rats. We saw some cats that were made by sand, which was really cute. And then on the outside, they also had a lot of sand things. And it's insane. Even looking back at it now, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this is what they also did. They had like this light thing where they had sand over, and some people are, I don't know how, but they made it look insane. I asked my mom to also make one, so she made us a little book. I thought that was really cute. And actually looked pretty decent. And then we have a little girl reading a book, which I obviously thought was me. And then we have some about a cold winter and another little doggy, and I just thought that was so amazing. We have Anne Frank. We have the zoo, which is called Artis. Really cool. Like, look at that tiger. An elephant. Oh yeah, and then they made the king and queen again when they got married back in the day, before they were king and queen. But they really did our queen dirty. To be honest, that does not look like a queen. But it's alright. Some 2 doggies, 750 years of Amsterdam. And the day after, we went for pizza, which was disgusting. I do not recommend. No. And then we also went to the garden center because they started having Christmas stuff, which is actually kind of insane because Christmas isn't in like months for me, 2 months. But yeah, it was really cool. They make in the garden centers, they make these really cool villages or towns. I don't even know. It's like insane, and it's literally everywhere. I only made like a few clips of things that we saw, but if I would have filmed everything, the video would take way too long. So I just did like a few things. This year they had a lot of water around, which was a nice touch, but wasn't very special. They also had some Halloween houses, which looks really cool. And that day we also went to eat pancakes. We never really eat pancakes, but these ones were so delicious. And obviously I had to show what I bought, which my mom bought a little pumpkin house that I'm allowed to have until Halloween dinner. And those 2 little pumpkins. And obviously we got the squirrel again. We kept feeding him because we love to, and he was hiding food literally everywhere. My dog was obviously also very obsessed with her. Or him. Whatever it was. And we ate some fries from the snack bar, which were fine. And in the evenings, I mainly did most of the time some YouTube video. I was just watching some YouTube videos or just chilling before going to bed. I didn't share this, but my sister gave me this cute book. It's the Amberglow Candy Store. And I've... ever since my mental health video, I have been a little bit in a down mood, and mentally I've just not been doing so well. I've not been doing well, let's be honest. It's been really bad, and I haven't read a single page in like 5 weeks. I think I tried to read when I was filming that read with me for 60 minutes. I did read for 60 minutes, and I think that's at like page 100, and then I never picked up that book again because I was like, I'm only doing this because I want to have a video out, but I wasn't really like enjoying reading as much, The story is good though. Like, I think Catabases is a good book, but sometimes, yeah, in these kind of like slump moments where my mental health is taking the worst, it's not the best to read something like that. I don't know. I still don't know what I'm supposed to be reading or what helps me get out of a reading slump as well. But my sister gave me this book, and it's Welcome to the Everglow Candy Store. The confections can give you what you most desire, but not in the way you expect. It's a super cute Japanese story. My sister said that she saw it laying by the self-help books, which I totally understand why it was there, because there are these people that have some issues and they see this shrine and they go and pray, and when you pray, your deepest desires come out, and they're like these really small stories. It's like a story of like 50 pages or something, of a few people, and everyone is dealing with something different. So the first one is dealing with that their boyfriend is a lot of times studying and cramming for exams and stuff like that, and because of that she doesn't really get a lot of attention from him, and she's really struggling with that. She feels very selfish and that she doesn't want to be like that, and that maybe it's better if she just like let him go, because if she's already egocentric like this, what will happen if he goes to college and she's still in high school? And then she prays at that shrine, and there's like this little opening in between the trees, and it's like this very long street of very weird shops. And at the end you have the Everglow Candy Store, which is owned by a fox that is also human. It's half human, half something else. And they have candies, and every candy has a different kind of magic in it. So in the first one, I believe it was mostly about little joys, finding little joys, in order to not feel like so alone and stuff like that. So she takes one candy, and then that day she gets some tickets for a movie from her friend, and she's like, oh, you can see this with your boyfriend, and it's like, she's like, what? Why am I getting this? And she obviously sees that as like, that's because of the candy. And then at some point she realizes that with the candy she's been focusing a lot more about the little joys in life, and she's like connecting that with the candy. But obviously in a mindset, it's like sometimes you just need to look different to the world, and find the little joys every single day. So it's like every story, it's like that, and it's like speaking about what you really want, knowing what you want, and then speaking about it, and it all has to do with like these little candies. And at some point the magic is not anymore in the candies, but people have changed because their mindset has changed, so they don't need the candy anymore. Anyway, I think it's a really good story. I think it could definitely help some people with changing their mindset. I do have a little feeling that my mindset is already to the best of its abilities, to its best abilities. So for me, it didn't really add anything for myself, because I already do look at the little joys in life, and obviously when you get triggered, it's okay to get triggered, and it will take a little while to get to have your body feeling safe again, because that's mainly what it is actually. Like, it's not that my mindset sucks. It's just my body is so triggered, and it takes a lot for my body to reconnect with itself and feeling safe. Because that's what happens when you get triggered. You don't feel safe anymore. and it takes the body, it just takes a little while to get that settled and to realign itself in a more healthier way. And I've been doing my best with that, but I think I'm finally at the end because I've been able to finish a book. Oh, it's, by the way, 4 stars for me, I think. It's not, obviously it's not mind-blowing, but it was like a cute story to read, and it was really nice to just like have these like little short stories. Yeah, and I felt like it wasn't like over the top of self-help. You know, like you can also just see it as like a fun story. Yeah, that was really nice. I've actually been finally able to read a book, finish the book, and I was like reading it last night, and I was like, oh, I actually don't want to stop. And I was gaming last night too, in the beginning of the evening, and I was like, I actually really want to read. So those are 2 very good signs that I want to read further and that I wanted to read instead of gaming. So that was really nice. Yeah. And I hope that tomorrow we're going to go to a bookstore. It's tomorrow the last full day here. Yeah, but tonight we're going to go out for dinner. But it's really nice here outside. We've had some squirrels here. Squirrels. There are lots of birds here. At the moment it's a bit quiet. I feel like everyone's doing their afternoon nap. I do have to say that the weekends, we're now in the weekend. Obviously, this is the first day of the weekend, Saturday. It's super busy. Like, it's insane. I actually really wanted to go to the bookstore today, but my dad, he was right, obviously. Going to the bookstore on Saturday is a little bit insane, especially when you get overstimulated very quickly. So I found a different one that is open tomorrow at 12. So we're gonna go there. It's another half an hour drive. Everything's half an hour away. We're like in the middle of everything. Like of the big towns, we are in the middle, and the smaller towns are all like at least 15 minutes away. But I'm excited for the bookstore though. I saw a book that I really wanted. All Is Well by Mona something. She wrote Bunny. I did not read Bunny, but I saw that All Is Well is about chronic pain, and I listened to the first chapter on Storytel, but I was really tired. So I think I fell asleep in chapter 2. But the way that she starts with like being in such a horrendous pain made me feel like that's how I sometimes feel. Like I literally can barely move sometimes because of the pain, because of the fibromyalgia. So I kind of really want that book, but I obviously don't know if they have it, but we shall see. It's at least one of the books that I would like. If I see something else, I'll probably buy it, because I do really enjoy when we're on a vacation that I at least buy one book. Hopefully get a bookmark so I can put that on my little book journal, but that one's pretty. Deadly inherit. Oh, this sounds really good too. And I saw someone read this. Blind dates. This sounds good. Cursed daughters. Ooh, this looks good. This sounds good. Stephen King. This was really weird. The Witcher Quicksilver was pretty good. So excited still. But they had this second floor where they had like used books, and they also had a little table of like English used books. So yeah, I got those too. And also, I obviously wanted to show you guys the books that I got. I actually got a little bit more than I was expecting to. But here I'm showing what I got. I got Shy Creatures, a bookmark, obviously, that I wanted. Left Me Broken, which was a used book. The Smallest Lights in the Universe, which is a memoir, and it was also a used books. My Name is Mame, which I heard somebody talk about. And I also got the book that I really wanted, which was All Is Well by Mona Awad. And then my mom really wanted to buy me this book. I have the first one in paperback. It's called One Dark Window, but she saw this one and she just had to give me. I also got a little bookmark. But she saw the Two Twisted Crowns and she saw the quotes on that book. Be wary, be clever, be good. And she really liked that one, so she gave it to me, which was really sweet of her. And that was all we did. And it was a super nice, chill vacation, even though we did every day, we did do something. But it was just really nice. Anyway, I hope you have a somewhat good day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!